please stop crying. You need to lower your voice. The nurses can hear you all the way down the hall. Sit down, right there on the exam table. Let me lock this door. Click. There. Now nobody is going to walk in. We have 15 minutes before my next patient. I need you to listen to me carefully. And I need you to just breathe. You are spiraling right now over nothing. I know he found the text messages. I know he's asking questions about why you've been coming to the clinic so often. But you need to look at me. Look right into my eyes. Do I look worried? Do I look like a man who is about to let his life fall apart? No, because I have everything under control. I always have everything under control, especially when it comes to you. Let me wipe your face. Your skin is freezing, and this paper on the exam table is crinkling every time you shiver. Your makeup is a mess. You came here shaking because you thought your husband was finally going to figure out what we've been doing, that he was going to expose our affair. But you are safe in this room. You are safe with me. I'm your doctor. Nobody questions why you're behind this locked door. And by the time you leave this office today, you're going to realize that your husband doesn't matter anymore. Because things have changed. And we need to have a serious conversation about your future. Our future. Take another breath. Good. Let's just rewind for a second. Let's go back to the beginning. You started coming to me 6 months ago. Just for routine checkups. Basic blood work. But I noticed things. Things other doctors wouldn't care about. I saw the way you flinched when your phone buzzed. The way you stared blankly at the wall when I asked about your home life. The tiny little bruises on your wrists that you tried to hide under your sleeves. You remember that? I asked you about them. And you just broke down. You told me things you had never told anyone else. Not even your own family. You told me how cold he was. How he made you feel like you were the problem in the marriage. Especially when it came to having kids. And I just listened. I gave you the emotional support you were starving for. I held you in this exact room while you cried about him. And then things escalated. We crossed a line. A line I swore I would never cross with a patient. But you were so desperate for someone to just take care of you. And I couldn't stop myself. I told myself it was just an affair. Just a temporary escape for you. Until I started digging into your medical history. And his. Because as your doctor, I needed to know why you were struggling to conceive. And what I found? I never should have let it go this far. Changes everything. You told me you've been trying for 3 years. 3 years of negative tests. 3 years of him looking at you with disappointment. Making you feel like your body was broken. Like you were failing as a wife. So I ran your panels. Everything came back flawless. Perfect hormone levels. which meant there was only one other variable: your husband. You mentioned he came into the clinic a few years ago for some blood work, before I took over this practice. So I pulled his file from the archives. I wasn't supposed to look at it, but I did. And I ran a new analysis on the samples we still had on file. Look at me. I need you to hear this. Your husband is infertile. He has a 0 sperm count, and he has known about it for years. I'm going to let that sink in for a second. All those times he watched you cry over a negative pregnancy test, all the times he suggested you were the one with the problem, he was lying to you. Just watching you break your own heart month after month, knowing full well that he was the reason. He is a monster. A manipulative, selfish monster. And he let you carry that guilt. He let you hate your own body. When I saw those test results, something inside me snapped. I stood there in the archive room, just staring at his file. I couldn't just stand by and let him destroy you anymore. I know this is a lot to process. Just keep breathing. You told me about his vasectomy, the one he got before you two were married. And you told me he got it reversed for you. He didn't. The records show the reversal procedure failed. And he was informed. He knew he could never give you a child. He just didn't want to lose you. So he lied. He strung you along because he knew how much you wanted to be a mother. He used your own hope against you, kept you trapped in a marriage built on a massive lie. You should be furious. You should want to tear his life apart. But I can see it in your eyes. You're just staring through me, not even blinking. Because the reality is finally hitting you. You're never going to have a baby with him. It's medically impossible. And you're sitting here wondering what you're going to do now, how you're going to leave him, how you're going to start over. But you don't have to start over. You don't have to leave him at all. Because I already fixed the problem. I took matters into my own hands. I am your doctor. It is my job to give my patients what they need. And you needed a baby. You needed a miracle. He watched you suffer. He watched you break down in tears, and he didn't even blink. So I decided to give you one. Do you remember your appointment 3 months ago? You came in for your regular prescription refill. You were crying again. Another negative test. Another fight with him about your fertility. You sat right there on that table, and you told me you would give anything to just be pregnant. That it was the only thing keeping you tethered to him. I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't watch you suffer for a lie. So when I wrote your refill for your birth control pills, I didn't write it for birth control. I swapped them out with a placebo. Just a basic vitamin supplement that looks the same. You haven't been taking birth control for 3 months. I took you off of it without telling you. I know that sounds crazy. I know it's a massive violation of my medical oath. But I didn't care. Because I knew we were sleeping together. I knew I was the only one who could get you pregnant. Did you just try to hit me? Go ahead. Hit me again. Scream at me. It doesn't change the fact that I gave you what he couldn't. I gave you the one thing you wanted more than anything else in the world. I did it for you, to save you from him. So don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like I'm the villain here. I am the one trying to put the pieces of your life back together. I am the one giving you a real family. With me. You've been quiet for a while now, just staring at the floor. I know this is a lot to take in. Learning that your husband has been lying to you for years, learning what I did. But I need you to focus back on me, because we aren't done yet. Do you remember when you came in last week? You were complaining about nausea in the mornings, fatigue. You thought it was just stress from the marriage. I took some blood, told you I was going to run a standard panel just to be safe. I didn't run a standard panel. I ran a specific test. Look at me. I need you to look me in the eyes for this. You aren't just stressed. And you aren't sick. You are pregnant. 4 weeks pregnant. I got the confirmation from the lab this morning, before you even walked into this office. You are finally going to be a mother, like you always wanted. So why are you looking at me like that? Why aren't you smiling? Oh, I see. You're doing the math in your head, trying to figure out how this is possible. You thought you were just tired from fighting with him, tired from carrying the weight of a broken marriage. But your body was doing something else. Your body was preparing for this, preparing for my child. It's incredible how blind he is, how easily he believed his own lies, trying to figure out whose it is. Stop doing the math. You already know the answer. Your husband has a 0 sperm count. He has had a 0 sperm count for your entire marriage. There is no medical miracle happening here. There is no immaculate conception. The baby growing inside you right now is mine. It's my child, and you are carrying it. I know you took a home test a few days ago. You mentioned it offhandedly when we were texting. You told me it was positive. And you told me your husband cried when you showed it to him, that he called it his miracle. He is so pathetic, so desperate to hold on to you that he is willing to pretend he fixed his own failure. He thinks it's his. He thinks he did this. But we both know the truth. We both know who put that baby inside of you. I did. I took you off your birth control, and I got you pregnant. And there is nothing he can do about it, because he can never know. If he finds out, if he even suspects for a second that this baby isn't his, he will destroy you. He will drag you through the worst divorce imaginable, and he will try to take the baby away from you out of pure spite. So, we are going to let him believe his little miracle. And I am never going to let him take that away. We are going to let him raise my child. You think this is reckless? You think I haven't planned for every single variable? I am a doctor. I don't make mistakes. Let me pull out your medical file. Right here. Look at this. These are your official records. The ones that will be sent to your insurance. The ones any other doctor would see if they requested them. Do you notice anything about the dates? Specifically, the conception window? I altered them. Just slightly. According to this official, legally binding medical record, you got pregnant during the exact week you and your husband took that weekend trip to the coast. The trip he bragged to his friends about. The trip where he thinks he finally got you pregnant. The timeline is bulletproof. The medical records match his delusion. Nobody is going to question this. Nobody is going to ask for a paternity test. Because why would they? They have a positive pregnancy test and a doctor's signature validating the exact timeline of his miracle. I have been protecting you this entire time. I have been laying the groundwork for this for months. I documented his infidelity in my private notes as a stress factor affecting your health, just in case we ever need leverage. I have built a fortress around you and this baby. And as long as you listen to me, as long as you do what I say, I left nothing to chance. Every single detail has been accounted for. You will both be safe. You want to know why I did this? Why I risked my entire medical license for you? I've delivered hundreds of babies in my career. I've held the hands of hundreds of women. It's just a job to me. It's just clinical. But then there was you. You were different. Do you want to know the exact moment I decided you were going to be mine? The exact moment I decided to ruin his life? It was 4 months ago, after your appointment. I walked out to the parking lot to get my car, and I saw you sitting in yours. You were gripping the steering wheel, sobbing, just falling apart. And then your phone rang. I watched you pick it up. I watched you wipe your eyes, clear your throat, and put on a fake smile. I heard you tell him you were fine, that the appointment went fine, that everything was okay. He couldn't even tell you were crying. He didn't even care enough to listen to the crack in your voice. And you just sat there, protecting his feelings, letting him crush you. That's when I knew. That's when I knew you deserved so much better than him. You deserved someone who sees you, someone who would burn the world down to give you what you want. You deserved me. And I decided right then and there. You were so fragile in that moment, so desperately in need of me, that I was going to take you. I don't care if it's crazy. I don't care if it's unethical. Ethics don't matter when it comes to you. Nothing else matters. Come here. Stand up off the table. Let me put my hand right here, right on your stomach. You're barely showing. You just look a little bloated. But I know what's in there. I know that my child is growing inside of you. My legacy. I put it there. And every single day it's going to grow a little bigger, tying you to me forever. You can go home to him. You can sleep in his bed. You can let him kiss you. But every time you look down at your body, you're going to think of me. Every time you feel a flutter, Every time you feel a kick, you're going to remember whose baby this is, and you're going to realize that you belong to me now. He is just a placeholder, a convenient cover story so we can have our family in peace. Let me kiss your forehead. You're shaking again. Don't be scared. I'm not going to let anything happen to you. I'm going to take care of you. Both of you. I'm going to be the father this baby needs, even if I have to do it from the shadows. Because you are mine. And this baby is mine. I'm going to give you everything he couldn't. Everything you deserve. And nobody is going to take that away from me. No, do not pull away from me. I can see the gears turning in your head. You're thinking about telling him. You're thinking about driving home right now, walking through the front door, and confessing everything. You think that's the moral thing to do? You think he's going to forgive you? Let's play that out for a second. Let's say you tell him the truth. You tell him that his miracle baby isn't his, that you've been sleeping with your doctor for 6 months. How do you think he's going to react? A man who was insecure enough to lie to you about his fertility for 3 years. Do you think he's going to just let you pack your bags and leave? No. He is going to destroy you. He is going to hire the most vicious divorce lawyer he can find. He's going to tell all your friends, all your family, that you are a cheating, unstable liar. And who do you think they are going to believe? The heartbroken husband who just wanted a family, or the woman who had an affair with her doctor? You will lose everything. Your house, your reputation, your friends. You think you can just walk out of here and blow this up? You think he's going to listen to your side of the story? He will twist everything. He will make you look like a monster. He will play the victim, just like he always does. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is what happens to the baby. My baby. You think a judge is going to look favorably on a mother with a documented history of emotional instability? Remember those private notes I mentioned? The ones where I documented your mental health struggles? Those notes go into the court record. Your husband will fight for full custody. And because he's listed as the father on the medical records, he has a strong case. He'll paint you as unfit, and he will take my child away from you and raise it as his own anyway. Is that what you want? To only see your baby on alternating weekends? To let him win? You would be alone, living in some tiny apartment, paying him alimony. All because you wanted to clear your conscience. Because you wanted to be honest with a man who has never been honest with you. It's a lose-lose situation. If you tell him, your life is over. But there is another way. A way where you don't lose anything. Where you get to keep the house, the family, the reputation, and the baby. You just have to listen to me. And the court will side with him. Because on paper, he is the perfect husband. He provides. He stays out of trouble. He looks good in a suit. But we know what he really is behind closed doors. A coward. A manipulative coward who doesn't deserve you. And you have to be smart.
Here is what is going to happen.
You are going to go home today. And when he asks how the appointment went, you are going to smile. And you are going to tell him that everything is perfect. You're going to tell him that the baby is healthy, that his miracle is safe. You are going to stay married to him. You are going to let him paint the nursery. Let him assemble the crib. You are going to let him pay for everything. And you are going to let him raise my child. But I am still your doctor. And this is still a high-risk pregnancy, given your history of stress. Which means you are going to need close monitoring by me. You are going to come into this office every single week for a private checkup. He won't question it. He'll be so thrilled about the baby, he'll insist on it. He'll probably thank me for being so attentive. And during those checkups, behind this locked door, step a little closer to me. I can feel the heat radiating off your skin. You are going to be mine. I get to be involved. I get to watch my child grow inside you, and I get to keep you. It's the perfect arrangement. You get the life you always wanted. This is the only way we both win. The only way you get to keep everything without destroying your life. And I get you.
I can see you shaking.
But you're not pulling away from me. Let me grab my prescription pad. Right here. I'm writing you a script for prenatal vitamins. The good ones. The ones that will make sure you and the baby get what you need. Scribbles. There. Take this to the pharmacy on your way home. Make sure he sees the bottle on the counter. It makes the illusion so much more real. I also need to write a note for your file, mandating weekly visits. I'm putting it under prenatal anxiety monitoring. It's a real condition, and it gives us the perfect cover. You'll schedule them for Tuesday afternoons, my last appointment of the day, so nobody else is in the waiting room when you leave. I'm going to take such good care of you. I'm going to monitor every single pound you gain, every single symptom you have. I'm going to make sure this pregnancy is perfect. And when you're in here with me, you can finally drop the act. You won't have to pretend it's his. You can just be mine. And we can be a family. I'm going to take your blood pressure. I'm going to listen to the heartbeat. I'm going to touch your stomach every single week. And he's going to pay the copay for every single visit. He's going to sit in the waiting room while I have my hands all over his pregnant wife. Just the three of us. You're looking at me like I'm crazy. Like I'm some sort of monster who manipulated you into this. But let's be honest for a second. Just you and me. Did I force you into this? Or did I just give you what you wanted? You came to me 6 months ago. You told me how unhappy you were, You started sleeping with me knowing what could happen. You didn't stop. You kept coming back, week after week. You wanted an escape. You wanted to be claimed by someone who cared about you. And when you stopped getting your period, when you felt that nausea in the mornings, did you think it was stress? Or did some dark, hidden part of you already know? Did you already know whose baby it was? You wanted this. You wanted me to trap you. Because it means you finally don't have to make a choice. Where do you think you're going? Step away from the door. You can't leave until I unlock it. You get to play the victim. You get to pretend I forced your hand. But your body knew. Your body wanted my baby. And now you have it. So stop pretending you're horrified. Stop fighting it. You wanted a way out. You wanted someone to come in and make the hard decisions for you. You wanted a real man to take control. And that's exactly what I did. Just accept what you are to me.
Close your eyes.
Just close them for a second. I want you to picture what the next 9 months are going to look like. Picture it. In your first trimester, you're going to be exhausted. You're going to feel sick every morning. And your husband is going to try to take care of you. He'll bring you tea, he'll rub your back, and you're going to let him. But every time he touches you, you're going to know that he's taking care of my baby, that he's nursing the life I put inside of you. And then the second trimester hits, and you're going to start showing. Your stomach is going to swell. Your body is going to change, and it's going to be the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. He'll take photos of you. He'll post them online. He'll brag to everyone he knows about his miracle. But you'll come into this office, and I'll lock the door. And I'll be the one who gets to kiss your stomach. I'll be the one who gets to feel my child kick against my hand. He gets the public illusion. He'll buy the baby clothes. He'll set up the car seat. He'll do all the heavy lifting. But I'm the one who gave you the baby. I'm the one who planted the seed. He's just the caretaker. He's just the nanny. And he doesn't even know it. But I get the reality.
And in your third trimester,
When you're heavy and uncomfortable, when you can barely sleep, I'll be right here, monitoring your heart rate, monitoring the baby's heart rate. He'll be the one painting the nursery at home, but I'll be the one keeping you safe. And then, delivery day. He'll be in the room, holding your hand, crying those fake tears, thinking he's witnessing the birth of his child. But I'll be the one at the foot of the bed, professionally delivering my own baby. My hands will be the first to hold them. My hands will be the ones to place them on your chest. And in that moment, when our eyes meet across the room, with him oblivious right next to you, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be the ultimate victory. We are going to have it all. When the contractions start, when you're in the worst pain of your life, he'll be standing there, looking helpless. But I'll be the one telling you when to push. I'll be the one in control of the room. The nurses will look to me. He will look to me, and you will look to me. And I will deliver our baby into the world. I will cut the cord. I will wrap them in a blanket. And when I hand them to you, our eyes will meet, and we will share the greatest secret in the world, right in front of his face. You're looking at me differently now. The fear is gone. I can see it in your eyes. You like the sound of that, don't you? You like the idea of him finally paying for all those years of lies, all those years of making you feel broken. You see, I didn't trap you in this. I freed you. We trapped him. We made him the supporting character in our story. We turned his own lie against him. And now he gets to spend the rest of his life raising a child that isn't his, loving a woman who belongs to another man. It's poetic justice. And you are right in the center of it. You are so beautiful when you realize how much power we have over him. When you realize that we hold all the cards. You aren't a victim here, sweetheart. You are my partner. We took his pride and we crushed it. We took his control and we shattered it. And he is going to spend the next 18 years raising my flesh and blood, paying for my child's education, feeding my child, protecting my child, all while thinking he finally proved his manhood. It is the ultimate humiliation. And it is exactly what he deserves. For lying to you. For making you feel inadequate. We are the ones pulling the strings now. We are the ones writing the story. My accomplice. I know I'm not a good man. Not anymore. A good man wouldn't have looked at his patient's file. A good man wouldn't have swapped your pills. A good man wouldn't have gotten you pregnant just to ruin your husband's life. But I don't care about being a good man. I only care about you. This license, this clinic, this entire career I spent 12 years building, it means nothing to me compared to you. I would burn it all down in a second if you asked me to. I would walk away from everything just to keep you safe. You don't believe me? You think this is just a game to me? Look in my top drawer. Right there. I spent years studying for this. Years paying off debt. Years building a reputation as one of the best doctors in the city. And none of it matters. None of it compares to the way you feel in my arms. To the way you look at me when you're scared. I would throw this white coat in the trash right now if it meant I could wake up next to you every morning. I would let them revoke my license. I would let them lock the doors to this clinic forever. Because you are my only priority now. You and the baby. I am obsessed with you. I am consumed by you. And I am never going to let you go. Open it. Take the envelope out. Open it and read it. It's my resignation letter. Signed and dated for 9 months from now, the day after your due date. I'm leaving medicine. I'm walking away from all of this. After I deliver our baby, after I know you are both safe, I'm done. And then you will have to make a choice, a real choice. You can stay with him forever, and I will disappear into the background like a ghost, never speaking to you again. Or you can pack your bags, take our baby, and come with me. I won't force you. I won't manipulate you into leaving him. That choice has to be yours. But I want you to know that I am all in. I am yours. Look at the signature. Look at the date. It's already filed. It's already done. I'm not bluffing. I'm not trying to scare you. I am showing you my hand. I am showing you that I am devoted to this, to us. So when the time comes, when you're holding our baby in your arms, you won't have to wonder if I'm serious. You won't have to wonder if I'm going to disappear. I will be right there, ready to take you away from him, ready to give you a real life. A life built on truth instead of his lies. And I will be waiting for you. Damn it. That's my nurse. My next appointment is here. Our 15 minutes are up. Don't panic. Just breathe. Wipe your eyes again. We are out of time, which means you need to make a decision right now. Today. You can't leave this office until we are clear on what is happening, on what you are going to do. I told you I was going to give you a choice, and I am a man of my word. Look at these 2 bottles. 15 minutes goes by fast, especially when your entire life is being turned upside down. But the clock is ticking. The nurse is going to knock again in 60 seconds. And if I don't open this door, she's going to use her key. We can't have that. We have to maintain the illusion, the professional boundaries. So dry your eyes. Stop shaking. You need to pull yourself together. You are a strong woman. You have survived 3 years with a man who lied to your face every single day. You can survive walking out of this office with a secret. But before you do, before I unlock that door, we need to finalize this. We need to make sure we are on the same page. Because once you walk out of here, the game begins. I'm setting them right here on the table in front of you. 2 identical bottles. But they do different things. The bottle on the left, those are the prenatal vitamins I wrote the prescription for. If you take those, you are keeping this baby. You are choosing me. And we proceed with the plan as I laid it out. The bottle on the right is a medical termination. It will end the pregnancy quietly, safely. By tomorrow morning, it will be over. If you take those, you are choosing him. You are walking away from me. And I will alter your medical records one last time to erase any trace of this. and we will never speak of this again. You will go back to your miserable marriage and your infertile husband. If you take the bottle on the right, the termination pills, you will start bleeding by tonight. You will go to the emergency room, and I will be the doctor on call. I will solemnly tell your husband that you had a miscarriage. He will cry, he will hold your hand, and you will go back to trying for a miracle that will never come. You will go back to the negative tests, the arguments, the crushing disappointment. You will throw away the only chance you have at being a mother, just to punish me, just to clear your conscience. Is that what you want? To destroy your own dream just to spite me, and you will never have a child.
I'm placing them in your hands.
Both of them. You are going to walk out that door with both bottles in your purse. And you are going to go home. And you are going to look at your husband. And you are going to decide what your future looks like. I won't call you. I won't text you. I won't pressure you. You have 1 week to make your choice. Until your first scheduled prenatal checkup next Tuesday. If you show up to that appointment, I'll know you chose me, and you will be mine forever. If you don't show up, I'll know you took the other bottle, and I will delete your file. I know what you're feeling right now. You feel cornered. You feel like the walls are closing in. But I promise you, the moment you walk out that door with the prenatals, the moment you decide to keep our baby, the fear will vanish. It will be replaced by clarity. You will realize that I gave you the ultimate gift, that I saved you from a life of misery. So take them, put them in your purse, and don't look back. Don't let the guilt eat at you. Don't let his fake tears manipulate you. You hold the power now. You hold all the cards. Make the smart choice. The choice is yours.
Stand up. Fix your hair. Straighten your shirt. Take a deep breath. Good. You look perfect. You look like a happy, expectant mother who just got wonderful news from her doctor. I'm going to unlock the door now. Click after you. Right down the hall. My nurse is watching us, so smile for me. Speaking loudly. Remember to take those vitamins every day, just like we discussed. And make sure your husband is taking care of you. He doesn't need to know. But you needed to choose. The nurse is going to ask if you're feeling better. She heard you crying. You are going to tell her that we found the heartbeat, that you were just overwhelmed with joy, that it's happy tears. She will smile. She will congratulate you. And she will never suspect a thing. You are going to walk past the waiting room, head held high, with my child growing inside you. And you are going to drive home to him, and you are going to play your part perfectly. You are going to be the loving, expectant wife. Until next Tuesday, when you come back to me, when you return to the only man who matters. Now go, before she knocks again. Don't make the wrong choice.
She's gone. She looked so terrified when I handed her those bottles. So torn, like she had a choice. It's funny how easy it is to manipulate someone when they think they have control, when they think they hold their fate in their own hands. She thinks that second bottle is going to terminate the pregnancy. She thinks I would ever let her destroy my child. They're just placebos. Sugar pills, like the ones I swapped her birth control with. If she takes them, nothing will happen. She'll just stay pregnant, and I'll tell her it was a medical failure. But she won't take them. I saw the way she looked at me. She is going to take the prenatals. She is going to choose me. You were always going to choose me, because I rigged the game from the beginning. See you next week. She hesitated. She looked at that second bottle like it was a real option, like she had the strength to walk away from everything she ever wanted. It's adorable. The way she fights for her independence. The way she clings to the illusion of control. But it's just an illusion. It always was. From the moment she stepped into this clinic 6 months ago, she belonged to me. And now she's carrying my child. The trap is closed. The lock is turned. She's mine forever. Sweetheart.